Yeah, let's see how you feel at the end of the night, okay? All right, I've been doing this long enough. I'm tired of hunching over, so we're gonna try it this way. So that's gonna be my 2 goals, to slow down and to look and stand up straight. And Craig, thank you for booing me. I love you too. All right, welcome to the 2022 Kelley Award Show. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure we were gonna make it. It's been a rough couple of years, and I'm so happy that we have theater back on stage. We are so lucky we got all of our shows in the fall before this latest COVID surge. This latest COVID surge is racing through everyone. COVID is racing almost as fast as Mrs. Brundrett did when she left Timber Creek. Look, I kid. At least she directed her musical. Some people can't say that, right, Mr. Morris? Just kidding. Mr. Morris, stand up and take a bow, you crazy. Oh, he's not here. Oh. Well. This is uncomfortable. Well, I mean, Mrs. DeVito ran off every director at Central High School last year. We call her the Black Widow. I guess, who would have guessed Fossil Ridge is the safe haven? You know why, though, is because they're always in a meeting. In fact, somewhere, Miss Freeman has called a meeting about having a meeting. And Mr. Helms and Mr. Hamels are napping, so. But in all seriousness, Mrs. Brundrett left Timber Creek. She is now an assistant principal, and we do deserve to give her a round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Brundrett. Congratulations. And you may not have known this, but of the 4 big high schools coming into this year, she was the longest tenured high school theater director in the district. And I don't know if you know who the longest tenured high school theater director in the district is, but it's now your reigning champion, Joshua J. Helms from Fossil Ridge. And I would just like to take a moment. This is not a joke. This is 100% serious. Mr. Helms was my first theater friend, and I love you, Mr. Helms. Now, if I would have asked him who the longest tenured high school theater director was, he wouldn't have bet on him even, okay? Or if I would have asked Mr. Harriman who it was, he wouldn't even put Bitcoin or cybercurrency on it. If you follow him on Twitter, you know. In fact, Mr. Harriman told me he would pay me in Mooncoin or Shibecoin or some other digital currency for every single joke that I told about him, but since they're not worth anything, neither are the jokes. I would also like to give a big shout out to Emma Norton. Where's Emma at? Emma came to the very first Kelley Awards, and there's only a handful of people, Mrs. Brundrett, Mr. Wright, Miss Bland, myself, Coach John up until this year, I think Miss Ackes has been to all of them. But as far as I know, Emma's one of the very few, if not only, student to go to all 7 Kelley Awards, okay? 7 career Kelley Award shows she's been to. That's a record. And I hate to say it though, when someone starts putting numbers up like that, it's hard for me not to think steroids. But you know, they say all the great theater is on Broadway, but evidently you have not seen these 4 high schools. Or been in the car with me when I drive alone. But I just wonder how that outside world likes to view us sometimes, like the poor waitress at IHOP at 10 p.m. It's a Thursday, she's expecting a nice easy night, and all of a sudden we see a large group of people with pink clothes on and bright red lipstick and eyeliner on people who don't usually wear eyeliner. And if I'm the other waiters at IHOP, I'm like, not it, I'm clocking out. And like, sometimes I get home after a show and I park the car, and the next day, you turn on the car and the music starts blaring through your speakers and you're like, whoa, big fella, I'm not the guy I was last night. But, I should probably tell you this. I own a Peloton. I just feel like I need to tell you that. But theater people are kind of like that. I don't know if you heard the one about the vegan, the CrossFitter, and the theater kid who saw Hamilton live on Broadway with the original Broadway cast. They didn't know which one to talk about first. And I don't think, this is a career we should all be doing. I had a former student the other day come up to me, and I swear this is true. He said, Coach, I was on an academic scholarship, and then I used that money to become a theater major. And I was like, that's like winning the lottery and buying Beanie Babies with it. But anyways, enough about general theater. Let's get down to the specific school. So let's start out with my alma mater, Fossil Ridge High School. Fossil Ridge High School, home of the Grim Dog, Mama Free Free, Mr. Helms, and oh yeah, that guy that does stage combat. I don't know his name. They performed Elf the Musical, which is a hilarious tale of Buddy, the young orphan child who mistakenly crawls into Santa's bag of gifts and transports himself from the North Pole to New York City. And the truth about this show, as Buddy is trying to find out the truth about Christmas, is that Ren is, he did the Splits, if you don't remember who Ren is. But he shouldn't have been cast in this show. He should have been cast in The Hulk. He literally threw a trash can so hard, it took out the third row, the whole third row. And who ran the dry ice machine? Look, they work perfectly fine. They produce a large amount of fog, but oh my gosh, we're still missing a kid in row 2, seat 13. He was covered in fog, disappeared. We had to do an Amber Alert. It's terrible. I should also point out that if you use too much fog, condensation forms. And then you have actors falling on the stage. So I'd like to say rest in peace to your MCLs, your ACLs, and your Achilles tendons. And Alex Escobar, Alex, he played the manager. Well, one night, Alex forgot one of his cues, and someone tried to step in, and Alex blurted out, hey, you're not me. But it should have been hey, I need to learn my cues. And then Mark Nunez, Mr. Greenway, he had a suit that was so big, it wasn't just too big on him, it would be too big on me. And he starts yelling at Vince Guido, and his pants fall off. Grimmer, can we find some money in the budget to buy a properly fitting suit? And speaking of the budget, Grimmer, you can build more than one set, right? They literally use the same set all year. We almost set Legally Blonde in a baseball stadium because we thought it was such a good idea. And Freeman's going to want to take that on one act. Good luck packing that in a box truck. How bad did you not want the band on stage this year? That's a joke because the band always takes the stage. All right, I love you, Fossil Ridge. Central High School. Central High School did SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. We submitted to do SpongeBob, the second day it was available, and we said, we'd like to do SpongeBob, and they said, well, if you'd like to get behind the other 3 schools that have already emailed to do SpongeBob, because that's how much everyone wanted to do SpongeBob, and Central got to do it. So I was very excited to come see it, and I had never seen SpongeBob the musical, but I have I guess he's an 8th grader. I have an 8th grader, and he grew up watching SpongeBob. So what I expected was basically a lot of TV show references, an hour and a half of dumb fun, and some really cute songs that I would remember and sing along with. What I got as SpongeBob was Sandy got land mammal profiled. Patrick started a cult. Political commentary. Plankton, who sounded like Dr. Evil rapping. Pearl with the voice of an angel. And Mr. Krabs, who sounded like Popeye. All the songs were bops, and Mrs. Puff went on a bender. But Central High School, I'm so sorry you had to put up so much tinsel. It's kind of just like a longer, stringier glitter. Ew. And what's up with the Patrick doll? It dropped during the opening number, just stayed there. Central always has something falling. The lamppost in the Heights, the ladders in Newsies, the arches in Sister Act. I guess it's just what we do. And when things like that aren't falling, other things are, like Mr. Merchant's love of life. He knows. And poor Cameron Maxwell. Cameron fell into a clothing rack during rehearsals. And last week he walked into a light pole. Other things that fell and dropped. The microphones. You can always be sure three things are going to happen at Central in every show. Kids will be dancing in the aisles and singing. Stuff's going to fall from the catwalk. By the way, I had the over-under on 3 items. You guys had like 6. And the only thing popping louder than the microphones will be the popcorn in the lobby. Or the trauma caused to those kids on the final performance. Like, you had children there, and old Ben Jenkins had no head. It's bad enough you make him do 15 costume changes, but then you take his head off. And why are we doing a Monday performance? There's no band, no wheels on the carts, no mic on SpongeBob. I guess we just wanted to stay up till 0 dark 30 and take down the set so choir could have a concert the next day. I had somebody say, Brendan Sullenberger. Now, Brendan Sullenberger's mom was my theater teacher. Hi, Bronwyn. And she was also my boss at one time. And she would tell you she still is. But I've known Brendan since he was born. In fact, like I said, this kid comes up to me and she goes, Brendan was really a method actor for 3 months for this role. I was like, no, Brendan's been a method actor for this role his whole life. Now, I need to move on to the next school, but maybe Audrey should introduce the next school with her overlined purple lipstick that stained her face. Because our next school is Timber Creek. Timber Creek performed Matilda, a play about sweet and bright little Matilda, a girl of wondrous intelligence and a little different than the rest of her family. It could also be called Matilda, sponsored by Panasonic. Because during every rehearsal, the Panasonic would show up during the run. Projections are hard. Everyone thinks they're easy, they're hard. When Matilda was writing on the chalkboard with her mind, like the most important part of the show, one night the projector just didn't work. But some people have really easy roles, and then some people don't. Like when Matilda had to knock the cup off over with her mind, it sounds really simple. I guess the rule on that is, if Naya has to think very hard, Timber's in trouble. And let's talk about Dumma. Also known as Emma's body double. The entire cast loved Emma's body double, and that Ethan threw off stage until it was kind of tragic when Ethan decapitated her in one of the children's shows. No one was sadder than Romy and the props crew had to fix it for the 14th time. Are there no boys at Timber? Is it an all-girls school? I mean, and Carl. And Xana Clegg came home and said that she was the best day ever. She got to teach Ethan how to put a bra on. Poor Wendy Hyatt never thought she'd need to teach any of her boys that trick. Naya, Mina, and Lauren had to endure Ethan spitting on them. He's a bigger spitter than Jonathan Groff in Hamilton. Ethan also suffered from PBS, post-boob separation. Hey, it's a real condition. Brendrette and Morse really wanted to cut the song Telly. But Craig Robertson was like, no, you got to keep it in the show. And he worked with Evan and Parker on it. And he said, no one else will like this number, but I will. And he was right. No one else liked the number. And that's the real reason Miss Brendrette left. Evan Marsh's performance as Michael. That was a joke. Ethan was so confident about winning a Kelley this year, he had 2 of them on his desk as Miss Trunchbull. There were, and also UIL ones. I mean, it's crazy. All right, let's go to the biological children, Keller High School. We decided to do Legally Blonde, which chronicles the journey of the famously perky Elle Woods, right? And, you know, Miss Harris really wanted to modernize it, but some of these songs, even if those written years ago, really just are perfect for the world today. Like, dealing with everything we're dealing with COVID, Elle's song, We're All Positive, pretty good song for that. Too soon? Okay. There's also a lot of moving parts in Legally Blonde. Actually, everything was moving in Legally Blonde. Like, which rehearsal space are we going to use today? Which of the 14 rehearsal spaces were the band going to let us use today? Why can't they share a single thing? This is a great moment for me to remind you of my motto, and you should put this down, of why you should put your kids in theater instead of band. Theater, cheaper than an instrument. I'm a band mom, that's not very nice. Okay, well, I'm right though. Where was I? Oh yeah, moving parts. Yeah, like set pieces. When Ethan Helms wasn't knocking water fountains off the wall, he's running over Ava Duplantis' foot with set piece number 2. Or Paul O'Gorman trying to avoid hitting the cyc with the golf cart and being horrible at it. And some things didn't move quite right either, like Jude running onto the stage every night saying to absolutely nobody, "Hey guys!" Or Dominic, our dance captain, being offbeat on With in the Shape every single night. After watching Legally Blonde for all these weeks, I discovered a new thing. Everyone has a dream role. I have a nightmare role. And that would be playing Brooke Wyndham like Lalua did. I was tired just by watching them getting whipped into shape. And I don't like when Lalua yells at me. She calls me a heifer. She does it like twice a week, and I'm tired of it. I don't know. Water runs and moves, except on opening night, it didn't go to the bathrooms or the faucets. Literally, we broke them. We didn't. The water main broke behind the whole school had no water about 10 minutes before intermission. So the whole school smelled horrendous. It almost smelled as bad as the ensemble. And, you know, we have Regis and Madeline doing flips on stage. We got, We got, you know, but then we have Kelsey Zorich flipping her hair at people backstage. And poor Kelsey, she's not even here tonight. After playing in the Greek chorus of the show, she's at home in the lead role of the play Flu. Now, she's watching at home. She's going to be so embarrassed, and she's going to be upset that I mentioned her name, and it'll go back to her being normal around me, which is aggressive, when she pushes me in the hallway. So, but how can we have a cast of powerful women? Powerful women. We have Addison and Miranda and Dylan and all these wonderful, talented girls and all the Greek chorus going. We got our Elle Woods dancing and singing. And Ethan Helms gets more applause than all of them combined by showing his package. We also had a second musical this fall. It was called West Side Story. The Jets were played by Dusty the dog, and the Sharks were played by Colibre the dog. We had two dogs, and they literally could not see each other, or they would attack. So we had to keep them separated the whole time. But I just wanted to say all four of those shows were wonderful. I enjoyed seeing all of them. The amount of talent we have in this district is nuts, and in my eyes, every one of you is winners. However, statistically speaking, by the end of the night, most of you will be losers. And don't get mad at me, there's only one Kelley per category. So I love you all. But this evening, we do get to celebrate 4 high school musicals: Central's SpongeBob the Musical, Keller High School's Legally Blonde, Fossil Ridge's Elf the Musical, and Timber Creek's Matilda. Cast and crews from each of the district's 4 musicals, as well as their directors, were eligible for nominations from the judges. Schools were eligible for nominations in technical and orchestral and categories, which provided a majority of the work was done by students. We'd like to thank AM Designs for being tonight's red carpet sponsor, as well as special thanks to Timber Creek's theater department and staff for hosting us. We have several big fine arts fans here. Kevin Hood is here. Dr. Shivers is here. Bev Dixon, she's one of our school board members, and a theater mom's here, and a choir mom. Dr. Westfall's here. And Dr. Westfall, like, I know a lot of people that go to different districts, like, work in different districts, and like their school board and their leadership and their superintendent never go to stuff. And the fact that these people do, I think, deserves a big round of applause. So. Finally, I'd like to thank our social media representatives for this year's Kelley Awards, Miss Kelsey Dalkey. Our backstage crew, the Lord of Stage Combat, Griffin Hamels. Grayson Merchant's the stage manager backstage. And the longest tenured high school theater director in Keller ISD, Joshua Helms, is up there. Please follow tonight's events on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to use the hashtag KISD, Kelleys, plural, when you share on our social media. I'd now like to have our presenters come to the stage for tonight's elementary school theater programs from around the district.
Right here. There you go, right next to her.
I am Courtney Harris. I'm the theater teacher at Ridgeview Elementary School. And I have with me tonight Genevieve Darlington, Sawyer Hopkins, Jackson Stetz, and Isaiah Tucker.
I'm Emily Swart, the theater director at North Riverside Elementary. We have theater now. Any North Riverside? I'm here tonight with the lovely Mia Guerrero, the incomparable Bella Revron, and the amazing Jocelyn Lopez.
My name is David Bankston. I am the theater director at Whitley Road Elementary. I'm introducing Pranish Kaduwoda, Brock Humphrey, and Manuel Ramirez.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Zamora, the Theater Arts Director from Parkview Elementary. And this evening our presenters are Trinity Ellis, Sylvia Marquise, Tristan Mata, Scout Raymer, and Derek Neal.
Houston, and I'm the theater director at Sunset Valley Elementary School. And some of our presenters this evening, Lily Schneider, Mackenzie Rothman, Duncan Boyd, Jet Ballou, and Kinley Resendez.
Hi, my name is Mark Weaver. I am the theater director at Independence Elementary School. Woo! We have Brantley Schaffler, Andalee Rector, Serenity Booker, Riker Keller, and Priya Hope. All right, you guys can go down. And unfortunately, Miss Coyne could not be here tonight, but I'm going to stand in for her for Park Glen Elementary School. We have Jelena Hall, Trey Towers, Addison Masters, and Ella Mathis.
I am Erica Hall, Theater Director at Florence Elementary, and I'm introducing, it is Patrick Caton, Claire Kimming, Hadley Reese, Brooke Foigy, and Elijah Reed.
All right, let's give a big round of applause to all of our presenters tonight for the Kelley Awards. And without further ado, here is Florence Elementary with the first awards.
And now on to the first award of the evening, Best Actor in a Featured Role.
And the nominees are Dominic Sustata as Sandeep Padamatam and others. Ethan Helms as Kyle and others, Legally Blonde.
Michael Mondehar as the manager, Elf the Musical.
Evan Marsh as Michael Warnwood, Matilda. Houston Golf as Dr. Escapologist and Ensemble Matilda. Rayhan Kimji as Larry the Lobster, the SpongeBob Musical. The Kelley goes to Michael Mondehar. Michael Mondehar!
Hello, everyone. I am incredibly honored to be receiving this award and would like to begin by saying a huge thank you to Miss Grimmer, Mr. Helms, Miss Freeman, Mr. Hamill, Mr. Sines, and Miss Nelson for all of their support and all of the hard work that they put into our show and our department at Foster Ridge High School. I'd like to thank Mrs. Bland, Mr. Wright, and the Keller ISD Fine Arts Department for all of the opportunities that they provide for us and for making all of this happen tonight. And finally, I'd like to thank my former directors, Mrs. Boffman and Mrs. Lentz, for believing in me and for providing me with the opportunities you did. I truly would not be where I am without you. I think everybody in this room can agree that there is something so magical about theater, and specifically about musical theater. And personally, for me, it has gained a very special place in my heart over the years. Just a few years back, I was an annoying kid playing the French horn in band. And now I can say that I've truly found my passion and my place, and discovered more and more about who I am in the process. This award means the world to me, and I'm just so blessed that I got to experience Elf as my last musical in high school. Thank you.
The next award is for excellence in scenery. And the nominees are SpongeBob Musical, Dylan Smith, Matilda, Morgan Benner, Legally Blonde. Trey Wood, Elf the Musical. And the Kelley goes to Marissa Spinelli.
Wow. If I can find the right speech in here. Okay, great. Wow, that's the wrong card. Give me one more second. Hold on, I swear this purse is bigger than it looks. Okay, here we go. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Merchant, Miss DeVito, and Miss Ackes for always believing in me throughout my set design journey, and continue to do so. I would also like to give my gratitude to all of those that have supported me through the process. My family, Ruby Rafston, and the singular paintbrush that was in charge of painting all 118 barrels, and I don't know how many barrels. But the set was especially extraordinary as we had the opportunity to recycle a lot of the things we already had at our school to physically build the set, but that's safe. We repurposed lots of things from prior shows, including all the miscellaneous props you saw spray painted like neon on stage, all from the prop portable, and of course the iconic one-act play blocks we continue to abuse all across Keller ISD. I feel so very lucky to have been trusted with the opportunity to work alongside Mr. Merchant and our theater students to have created something like this. I will forever be grateful to have been a part of the SpongeBob set design process, and I congratulate all the nominees who have put their heart and souls into these amazing productions. Thank you so much.
This year we are excited to announce the Outstanding Character Award.
This award is presented to one member in each company selected by the directors for exemplary characters and service throughout the productional season.
Here to present the first Outstanding Character Award are the directors from Timber Creek High School.
At Falcon Theater, we strive to hold our students to a high standard in regards to character. We preach the importance of amity, dedication, vision, and service. No one is a better representation of these foundational ideals of our department than the student we are recognizing tonight.
The student is a problem solver and not a problem finder. She comes on the table with choreography prepared or solutions for blocking issue in Act 2 or a new idea that would help in class. She sees an obstacle and not only creates a vision to overcome it, but follows through to make it happen.
This person truly gives her all to whatever project is assigned to her, whether she is a lead in the musical or trying for the 14th time to convince her musical theater class to perform She Loves Me. She pours her time, energy, thought, and dedication into truly making it the best she possibly can.
Our character award winner is always ready to lend a hand or take on added responsibility, is the first to volunteer to help a director or a peer, and leads with a servant's heart.
She's a great teammate. She's quick to compliment and encourage others. She approaches class and rehearsal with a positive attitude. She brings energy to projects that is infectious to others. Her amiable nature truly helps make rehearsal a place others want to be.
Our character award winner is always ready to lend a hand or take on added responsibility, is the first to volunteer to help a director or a peer, and leads with a servant's heart. She's a great teammate. She's quick to compliment and encourage others. She approaches class and rehearsal with a positive attitude. She brings energy to projects that is infectious to others. Her amiable nature truly helps make rehearsal a place others want to be.
Every single person who came to see Matilda this year was able to see what an impact this person has on stage. As directors, we are the lucky ones who get to see what a difference Naya Adler makes in the lives of others every I'm not done. I'm not done. That Naya Adler, the difference she makes in the lives of others every single day. Thank you, Naya.
The next award is for the Best Actress in a Featured Role. And the nominees are Alicia Antwine as the mayor of Beacon Bottom, the SpongeBob musical. Clary Remo as Bruce Matilda. Addison Rood as Margot Legally Blonde. Daniel Litzkop as Michael Elf the Musical. Miranda Morano as Serena Legally Blonde. Paris Laurie as Miss Phelps Matilda. And the Kelley goes to Harris Lowry.
Thank you so much. It is an honor and a privilege to be receiving this award today. First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to wake up and do what I love every single day. And then I would like to thank my wonderful directors, Ms. Brundrett, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Morris, Ms. Farnsworth. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to step out of my comfort zone, learn a French accent, and just play such an incredible role that I'll never forget. And lastly, I'd like to thank my amazing company. You guys make this the experience of a lifetime. Thank you so much. Merci and salut.
The next award is Best Orchestra. To qualify for Best Orchestra, a music must use a live instrumental ensemble consisting a majority of high school musicians.
The winner of the year Best Orchestra Award goes to Central High School, the SpongeBob musical.
Courage is all going to Natalia Domboski. I played percussion for the SpongeBob musical. Really, I just wanted to come up here and say thank you for being in such an amazing opportunity with such an exciting project. I speak for the whole band whenever I say that we absolutely loved working with all of our fine arts department to create something so much fun. I want to thank our friends on and off stage in theater for just doing such a great job and making us, so involved. I want to thank our band directors and our techs for, teaching us and keeping us motivated. I want to thank our theater directors for doing such a great job in working with our theater department. And really, I want to thank everybody in the audience. You all came here and you supported us and you kept the fire of Keller Central Band and Keller Central Fine Arts alive. So thank you.
Unfortunately, the rest of the band couldn't be here tonight, but I know they are just as proud as we are to have worked alongside Mr. Chabot and the awesome Central Theater Department for SpongeBob the Musical.
Is for excellent in props. The nominees are Journey Forrest, Joanne Masahara, Vin Heron, the SpongeBob musical. Mac Reeves, Avery Hansen, Isabel Hurst, Elf, the musical. Nia Rice, Matilda. Regan Paiseki, Legally Blonde. And the Kelley Awards goes to Mac Reeves, Avery Hansen, and Isabella.
Okay, how's this mic? Okay, there we go. Hi. First, I would like to thank the entire cast and crew of ELF. And a special thanks to our lovely directors, Miss Grimmer, Mr. Helms, Mr. Hamill, and my favorite, Miss Freeman. These past few years have been crazy for us all, but with the support of my friends and family, I've been able to make it through. I really appreciate this award, and I know that we all worked hard for our goals this year. I can remember asking myself, how on earth are we going to pull this off, Mac? I don't know. And yet we did. I cannot, for the life of me, forget all the times backstage I was with Isabel and Mac running around fixing props because Lord knows actors. I always thought that we would fail and something would go wrong, and it... Mac and Isabel here today. We made it through. Thank you all. This is an honor.
Jeez. All right. I'm glad we have 2 podiums this year because that was a lot more work in the past. Elf the Musical is a hilarious tale of Buddy, the young orphan child who mistakenly crawls into Santa's bag with the gifts and is transported back to the North Pole, unaware that he's actually human. Buddy's enormous size and poor toy-making abilities cause him to face the truth. With Santa's permission, Buddy embarks on a journey to New York City to find his birth father and discovers his true identity and helps New York remember the true meaning of Christmas.
Congratulations to the talented company from Elf the Musical. And now, on to the next awards. The next Kelley Award is for Excellence in Sound.
And the nominees are Luke Gary, Tammy Olu Oceanawo, and Addison Wayne, Legally Blonde.
Allison Toulos and Journey Forrest, the SpongeBob musical.
Hannah Milligan, Elf the Musical.
Sailor Wiggins, Matilda.
And the Kelley goes to
Luke Gary, Tammy Olu Oceanawo, and Addison Wayne for Legally Blonde.
Wow, hi. Sorry if I stutter. I'm dyslexic, sorry. Hi, I'm Maddie. This is Timmy. Sorry I guess Luke couldn't come today, but that's all right. It has been an honor to work incredibly as hard as sound crew, and I know I can say on the behalf of all of us that we are honored to accept this award. We would like to say a special thanks to our administration and faculty. This wouldn't have been possible without you, and especially our company. Thank you so much for making it possible. Keller High School, for their endless support of department, I guess I already said that, but that's okay. We are thankful for the support and vision casted by Mr. Morris, which he's not here, that's fine, Coach Ketchum, and Mr. Steele. Most importantly, thank you, Ms. Harris. And Cameron Chuck for your constant dedication and creative imagination that made Legally Blonde possible at Keller High School. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
The next award is for Excellence in Costuming.
And the nominees are Maraine Clausen from Legally Blonde,
Serenity Yates and Lauren Mink, the SpongeBob musical. Tori Tauber and Andrea Cepeda from Elf the Musical.
and the Maya Walker from Matilda. And the Kelley goes to
Serenity Yates and Lauren Meek.
Oh my gosh. I'm Serenity, this is Lauren, and
The last time I was at the Kelleys, I was just an audience member, and I'm so honored to be up here accepting an award for something we worked so hard on every day. Designing and styling almost 300 costumes is not the most fun, but after seeing how amazing everyone looked, it was so worth it. We'd like to thank Mr. Gomez for helping us with everything. Thank you to Kira and Lauren for helping backstage so much. And thank you to everyone else who made these looks come to life. But I would like to personally unthank Isaac Empson, who ripped his suit every single night. Thank you so much.
Please welcome to the stage the directors from Fossil Hill for the next Outstanding Character Award.
Okay, well, first of all, we're Fossil Ridge. We're Fossil Ridge. Okay, all right. First of all, are all of our children back yet? Okay, so they need to hurry up and get back in here, just saying. I will go ahead and start. Y'all get in here. I'm trying to vamp a little bit because we're still changing from our last thing. All right, here we go. When asked to choose just one student for the character award, all of us directors sat down and we started throwing names out and trying to decide who we thought was the most deserving. Every single one of us had several people that we had in mind, and we finally boiled it down to one person. I tell you this because to get this one honor in our department is a big thing because we have so many really great people in our department. When I first met this student, it was over Mrs. Lentz's shoulder, and as I dropped in on one of her online classes last year. This student always has a smile on her face, and you know, you all know that was not easy during 2021 and 2020 with COVID, but she never stopped smiling. When this school year began, I was lucky enough to have her in one of my classes, and I got to know her in person. Her positive qualities are many. She's a friend to all. Everybody in our department benefits from her, no matter who. Experienced thespians, scared freshmen, techies, teachers, they all love her. She never misses a rehearsal unless she's trying to pass her driver's test, which she did, by the way. And when she's at rehearsal, she's always ready and willing to do whatever it takes to make the scene better. She played so many different characters in Elf, I can't even tell you how many times she was on stage. She is talented, friendly, honest, and an all-around lovely human being, full of acceptance for all and love for everyone around her. And all of the directors from Theater at the Ridge are proud to present this honor to one of our most loved seniors, Lauren Dye.
Nervous, but hi. Thank you, Ms. Grimmer.
We love you.
Yeah, I'm really honored. Thank you.
The next award is for Best Actor in a Supporting Role, and the nominees are
Isaac Empson as Sheldon J. Plankton, the SpongeBob musical. Lane Haven as Warner, Legally Blonde. overnight as Squidward Q Tentacles, the SpongeBob musical.
Nathan Hunt as Professor Callahan. Parker Pereira as Mr. Wormwood. And Vince Guido as Walter. And the Kelley goes too. Let's get this thing open. Oliver Knight.
Wow, thank you. The only reason I'm doing any of this is because I look up to so many people. Just thank you to everyone that pushes me to be better, and I hope you all know who you are. Thank you to whoever I need to say it to, because there's so many people. I'd have you up here all night. So thank you. This is incredible.
Up next, Best Actress in a Supporting Role, and the nominees are Audrey Lyles as Kara the Computer, the SpongeBob musical. Emma Dockham as Emily, Elf the musical. Lolula,
Maddie Hunt as Wormwood Matilda. Mina Herring as Miss Honey Matilda. Madison O'Neill as Paulette, Legally Blonde. And the Kelley goes to Mina Herring.
I want to start by saying that I'm so grateful to be up here receiving this award. The opportunities that I've received in my department have been unimaginable and truly life-changing. And in playing Miss Honey, I learned to find more love for myself and to truly enjoy the small things in life. I want to acknowledge the incredible hard work and countless hours that my fellow nominees put into your roles. I mean, y'all were amazing. Next, I would like to thank my wonderful friends and family for their outstanding support and continuous love throughout this whole process. The seniors kept me grounded at school, and my parents kept me grounded at home. Finally, I would like to give a huge thank you to Mr. Fambro, Miss Suver, my middle school teachers, Miss Galt, Miss Cannon, and Miss Farnsworth, my vocal coach, Kelly Himes, my acting and dance coach, Trisha Boffman, and my truly astounding directors, Mr. Elms, Mr. Morse, and most importantly, Mr. Robertson and Miss Brendrette, because without them, I wouldn't be up on this stage talking to you tonight, and I wouldn't have gotten the chance of a lifetime to play Miss Honey, and for that, I'm forever grateful to them. Thank you, and have a lovely night.
The next Kelley Award is for Excellence in Lighting and Projections.
And the nominees are Darren Raish, Legally Blonde, Miles Matthew, and Autumn Westgate Matilda, Brianna Pruitt and Ketcher Reeves, Elf the Musical,
Ruby Ravenstein and Emily Sather from SpongeBob the Musical.
And the Kelley goes to Brianna Pruitt and Katja Reed, the Elf Musical.
So I did projections and Catcher did lights. I want to thank Miss Freeman, Mr. Hamill, Miss Grimmer, Mr. Helms, and just the whole cast and crew, but especially Keller ISD Fine Arts Department, because before I came to this theater world, I didn't realize that we could all coexist and uplift each other in the way that we continue to do every day. So just being in the room is truly an honor, and I want to thank Miss Kim Bland and all of you so much. I love you all.
Thank you, Trey. As stereotypical as it may seem to say, this show has been a very life-changing experience for me. If you would talk to me at the beginning of the year, I would probably say something along the lines of, yeah, I like theater, but I want to pursue music. I want to make all-state band. I want to go to college for music, and, well, safe to say that that isn't the case anymore. This show has really showed me what my true passions are, and that would not have been possible without the help of a lot of people that I want to mention. First, the directors. Miss Grimmer, Miss Freeman, Mr. Hamill, and Mr. Helms. You put in so much work in and out of school to make the show what it was, and grounded my often overly ambitious ideas with stuff a lot more realistic, especially Miss Grimmer with your adamant yet very wise call not to use blinders for the Christmas musical. Second, I would like to thank Ryan McGinnis and Emerald City Productions for allowing us to borrow all the equipment and providing all of the hours worth of work and knowledge to make the show what it was, and being willing to completely hang and focus and program the show from the ground up a week before opening. That was a doozy. And I would also like to thank Kim Bland and David Wright and the entire Keller ISD Fine Arts Department for allowing us to do what we do without, like, not being able to do it, I guess. I don't know a better way to put it. And on a personal note, I would like to thank my mom and papa for supporting me both, as much as I don't like to admit it, financially, and with rides to and from rehearsal, which often went into the wee hours of the night. And lastly, I would like to thank the entire company of ELF. You showed me who I was and what I had a passion for. You were like a second family. You brought me through a lot of dark times, and I thank you more than I can properly express.
Bless you.
Before I go, I just want to say one final thing. Not just me, not just Theater at the Ridge, but everybody in this room. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for all of us. Thank you so much.
Next up is Excellence in Hair and Makeup. And the nominees are Isabella DeGroot and Ellie Vermillion, Legally Blonde. Haley Sternler and Lena Rock, Matilda. Tori
Tarver and Andrea Cepeda, Elf the Musical. Serenity Yates, Jessica Wakely, and Zoe Ward, the SpongeBob Musical.
And the Kelley goes to...
God, what the heck?
Haley Sterler and Lena Ruck Matilda.
Hi, y'all. My name is Lena Rock.
And my name's Haley Sterler.
We are so glad to be attending our very first Kelleys and to have the opportunity to be nominated for this award.
We are so honored to have won tonight and to have our work be recognized because we put so much heart and soul into Matilda.
We would first like to thank our directors, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Elms, Mr. Morris, and Ms. Brandrett, for giving us this opportunity in the first place.
We would also like to thank our families and friends for all the support that they have given us through this rehearsal process.
We would finally like to thank our company, and especially our fellow crew members for the encouragement we provided each other throughout the process of Matilda coming together. Thank you.
Elwood, blah, blah, words are hard. Who sneezed, by the way? Elle Woods appears to have it all. Her life is turned upside down when her boyfriend Warner dumps her so he can attend Harvard Law School. Yeah. They're calling themselves the North Texas of the Northeast, but keep reaching, Harvard. Elle ingeniously charms her way into a prestigious law school. While there, she struggles with her peers, professors, and her ex. With the support of some of her friends, though, Elle quickly realizes her potential and sets out to prove herself to the world.
So, gentlemen, Harvard Law grants acceptance to Adam Cohen and Sandeep Padamadan.
Outstanding.
And now, Miss Elle Woods, who was kind enough to send in a headshot.
She's applying?
Apparently.
It says here she has a 4.0 average.
Oh, yes, in fashion merchandising.
And she got a 175 on her LSATs.
And there's a letter of recommendation from Oprah Winfrey.
I'm not arguing that Miss Woods is entirely unqualified, but look at her. Is this the face of Harvard Law?
Multiculturalism.
Excuse me?
We could admit her for reasons of, multiculturalism! Yes, exactly!
Oh, gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. This is Harvard Law, not Match.com. Oh, but how about that? What a shame. She didn't bother sending in a personal essay.
Goodness me!
Security! Who are you?
Prove it's true.
This is not a personal essay!
Exhibit A. Time for my cross. I object. May I approach? Oh yeah.
Now, see here, Miss Woods. You can't just barge in here with singing and dancing and ethnic movement. This is a very flashy presentation, but I still don't see one reason to admit you.
How about love? Have you ever been in love? 'Cause if you have, you'll know that love never accepts a defeat. No challenge it can't meet, no place it cannot go. Don't say no to a woman in love. Don't laugh when I say love. Don't think that I'm naive. Because even a person who's smart can listen to their heart, can listen and believe. So believe in what love can achieve. Do you believe? Do you believe?
Welcome to Harvard!
Let's go get front of you, front of you. Now we're done with step one.
Congratulations to the cast and crew of Legally Blonde. And now for the presentation of our next reward for Best Crew and Technical Execution.
And the nominees are Abby Barlow, Matilda.
Jordan Clay, The SpongeBob Musical.
Cameron Schock, Legally Blonde.
Ren Christensen, Elf the Musical.
And the Kelley goes to... Come on, open it. Best Crew and Technical Execution, Abby Barlow for Matilda.
I'm genuinely honored and humbled by this award. None of this would have been possible without our unbelievable directors, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Elms, Mrs. Brundrett, and Mr. Morse. I would like to express my gratitude to each of them. Not only have they supported our entire department, but they have personally impacted and strengthened my life both in theater and out. I would also like to thank my amazing company and cast. This was an incredible musical to be a part of, and I'm so happy it's going to be my last. Next, that came out wrong. Next, I would be remiss to not mention my stage management team and crew's absolute dedication to the show. Every day they showed up committed and enthusiastic, ready to be put to work. I'm confident when I say I couldn't have asked for better people to be surrounded by every day. I would also like to thank the nominees. I know how hard and how much work everyone put into their shows, and I'm just so grateful to have been able to be a part of this department. Keller ISD is such an incredible space, especially our fine arts. It's just incredible. Lastly, thank you so much to my family and friends who supported me all these years, especially my parents who've always made sure I got to and from rehearsals with their constant flexibility with the crazy, persistently adapting schedules. Although I'm sadly trading in one more year of this magic, I am endlessly grateful and happy I've had the pleasure of contributing to this department for 3 years. Thank you again. Have a fantastic night.
The next award is for Best Ensemble. And the nominees are the cast of Elf the Musical, Fossil Ridge High. The cast of Matilda, Timber Creek High School. The cast of SpongeBob the Musical, SpongeBob. The cast of Legally Blonde, Keller High School. And the Kelley goes to... The best ensemble goes to Timber Creek High School in Matilda.
Wow. It's an honor to be accepting this award for the Timber Creek Ensemble. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the truly amazing members of the Timber Creek Ensemble. It's because of your hard work and dedication to this department that I stand here today with our award. You put blood, sweat, and tears into this show. All the long rehearsals, the late rehearsals of Maddie yelling at us to keep our arms straight, point our toes, and to stay in time, which we never could. You pushed us through, and I couldn't be more proud of the hard work and what it's produced. Each and every one of you has deserved and earned this award. I'd like to thank our awesome directors and choreographers for pushing us and keeping us accountable and making us do our very best. Being a part of the Timber Creek Ensemble has been one of the best experiences of my life. Timber Creek has truly turned a corner, and I'm beyond excited to see what the future holds for the Timber Creek High School Ensemble. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage the directors from Central High School for the next Outstanding Character Award.
You guys, who's gonna move that ladder over there?
Oh, man. Or bring that couch on.
Or help with the tinsel.
Oh yeah, and we also need them to act, sing, and dance at the exact same time. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's easy, right?
This student is constantly doing even more than she asks. All of them while accomplishing it all with positive attitude and setting the bar for their peers.
We can say that this student is integral to our program and its success. This student brings an extremely positive presence and incredible work ethic to every rehearsal.
Throughout this process, this person not only performed, but was the go-to person literally with anything on stage. And fill in any gaps throughout the show: scaffolding, couches, ladders, jellyfish, Mount Humongous, no problem. None.
Not to mention the amount this person has put in on stage, painting, picking up, filling water bottles, stapling tinsel to foam, all the while no one was looking.
When thinking about great character, we could literally put everyone in our department in a hat and choose one, because you guys are simply the best. But this year we're honoring someone who displays total selflessness and who always puts the company first. This year, Central's Character Award goes to Bailey Pine.
Next up, Excellence in Marketing in Front of House.
And the nominees are
Cameron Heiser, Jalen Erickson, and Maya Gillespie, Legally Blonde.
Haley Sterler, Matilda.
Hallie Gold and Kevin Ward. The SpongeBob Musical.
Jamie Guevara and Brianna Pruitt. Elf the Musical.
And the Kelley goes to
Cameron Heiser, Jalen Erickson, and Maya Gillespie.
I'm Cameron.
And we would like to start off by saying thank you to everyone involved with the marketing and front of house design for Legally Blonde. We would like to thank the faculty and administration from Keller High School for all the support. Along with that, we'd like to thank the cast and crew of Legally Blonde, and especially our front of house and marketing team. We love y'all, we appreciate y'all so much. And a special thank you to Emma Hunter, who is there every night with an endless amount of support. And to Miranda Morano, who was my go-to person for the marketing of Legally Blonde. We couldn't put on this amazing show without you guys. Our directors, Ms. Harris, Mr. Morris, Coach Ketchum, and Ms. Tapia for the endless amount of support, and our incredible boosters who literally do everything for us, led by the incredible Holly Light, who we are extremely thankful for. Cameron and I are both extremely grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
The next award of the evening is for excellence in choreography.
The nominees all
Landry Barker, Marissa Spinelli, Audrey Lyles, Bella Obot.
Catherine Johnson, Alicia Anton, Dylan Thomas, Isaac Imson.
Isaiah Nicholson, Jill Wright, Kennedy McLegan, Lauren Mink.
Megan Gwent and Peyton wrote the SpongeBob musical.
Maddie Hunt, Remedy Dixon, and Claire Remote Matilda.
Dominic Susteda, Legally Blind.
Liliana Letigo, Morgan Mingus, and Briley Daniel of the musical.
And the Kelley goes to
Dominic Susteda.
Wow! What a wild ride it was to help choreograph this party of a musical. I am extremely grateful to be receiving this award, considering my amazing, wonderful, absolutely amazing competition. To all the other beautiful choreographers. What an honor it was to be nominated with y'all. I'd like to thank our now party director, Mr. Morris. You taught me so much and allowed my excitement for musical theater to move past basic understanding, but to exciting creation. My hilarious and beautiful cast, thank you for committing so enthusiastically to this performance. Miss Harris, thank you for doing the dances full out when I needed someone to show what being positive truly meant. Thank you to administration for allowing the joy of Legally Blonde to reach all students and families who absolutely love the show. Keller Theater, thank you for allowing me to create with y'all. For that, I will forever be thankful. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
All right, we find ourselves in an undersea city of Bikini Bottom, inhabited by go-lucky, ever-optimistic, yellow sea sponge named SpongeBob SquarePants, and his equally quirky circle of friends and neighbors. SpongeBob's pleasant existence is abruptly interrupted when it's discovered that Mount Humongous, a nearby volcano, will erupt within the next 48 hours and completely obliterate Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob must trying to prove himself and to the world that he's not just a simple sponge, resolves to save the day. And when everyone else has given up all hope, he hasn't.
If you think you're safe. Congratulations, Central, on an amazing performance. The next award is for Best Musical Number.
And the nominees are Best Day Ever, Happy All the Time, Elf the Musical, School Song, Matilda, What You Want, Legally Blonde, and Teen Children, Matilda. And the Kelley Award goes to... What You Want.
Hey guys. Okay, so I want to start out with saying my good friend Zach Watkins was supposed to be receiving this award tonight. So yeah, cool. My name is Evan Lopez. I'm so honored to be representing such a talented cast. Let me start by saying that every single number nominated was truly amazing and deserves recognition in and of themselves. I want to say especially thank you to everyone at Keller High School as well as the Keller Theater Boosters for supporting us all the way through to the end and letting us put on an amazing show. Last of all, I wanted to say thank you to Miss Laura Harris for somehow getting this big group of idiots to finally do what you want. You, alongside our incredible stage management team, supported and guided us throughout the entire process and truly brought the show in your mind to life. I'm speaking for all of us when I say that it is truly an honor to be receiving this award and that we couldn't be more grateful. Thank you all for an amazing season and whatever else the future holds. Thank you.
Next up is the award for Best Technical Direction. Grayson Merchant, The SpongeBob Musical. Josh Helms and Melissa Freeman, Health the Music. Lance Morse and Zach Elms, Matilda. Laura Harris and Brian Ketchum, Legally Blonde. Go ahead. And the Kelley Award goes to Grayson Merchant.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, the weird thing about this is I'm a teacher. Why am I getting the award? But let me say this. The best thing about working at Central is every single kid was involved in this production. From the actors who were picking up paintbrushes to the technicians who were doing everything and more that we asked of them. I think that is the best thing about our program, is that no one is above it, and the production couldn't have happened without the students. And that is what I think is so fantastic. So this award is really not for me. It's for every single person who picked up a paintbrush, did what we asked of them, and even more. The show really, really couldn't have happened without you. So for that, I thank you.
Please join me in welcoming the directors from Keller High School for our final character award of the evening.
Great.
Cameron, I can't see you, but I'm really sorry. I left all my note cards that you wrote me in my backpack. So I'm reading on my phone. I'm winded. It was a long walk. Well, I'm really excited. I like giving surprise awards into the pitch black where I can't see anyone, so I'm so excited. It's never an easy decision to decide who gets this award on our campus. We have so many students that are deserving of this award. And this individual jumped in so readily to our community. This was her first show at Keller High School. And she jumped into that unknown environment and really took advantage of every opportunity that was offered to her. She displayed substantial initiative, leadership, and humility throughout the production process. Her performance gave a great example of using a small role to make substantial contributions to a scene. I am grateful to have gotten to know this young lady in the process, and she made my job so much easier every day. And I really hope that our other students are looking to her as a fabulous example of an outstanding individual in our department. And so I'm really excited to give this to Daisy Mirashiro. Congratulations.
The next award of the evening is for Best Musical Direction. And the nominees are
Carlos Sainz and Claire Nelson, Elf the Musical. Nick Chabot and Casey Levy, the SpongeBob Musical. Zach Steele, Legally Blonde. Alyssa Suver, Matilda.
And the award goes to Alyssa Suver.
Thank you all so very much. This is my first musical at Timber Creek High School and my very first Kelley Awards. You know, this has been such a tough year, a tough set of years for all of us, and I am reminded by how much I value what we all do, not just us at Timber Creek, but all of us, in that what we create is bigger together than what one of us can do alone. And I think that is what I've really missed over the last couple of years, is that beautiful in-person collaboration, and it feels so sweet to be back live in person, doing what we love, making beautiful music and beautiful art together. Thank you so much to all of the theater directors at Timber Creek and the cast and crew for helping me feel at home with you. I'm so glad to have a home here in Keller ISD. Thank you all so much.
The next Kelley Award is for Best Direction, and the anonymous are
Amanda Brundrett and Craig Robertson, Matilda, Katie Grimmer, and Griffin Hamill. Elf the Musical, Laura Harris, Legally Blonde, Sarah DeVito, Richard Chaz Gomez, and Nathan Unruh, the SpongeBob Musical.
And the Kelley goes to this takes so long. Go, go, go. Sarah DeVito, Richard Chaz Gomez,
All right, guys.
It was November 29th. It was the end of our first ever SITS probe with our incredible band. Rehearsal ended for all except for the Chop to the Top crew. You guys were constantly called, yeah? While working on the song, I took a look around and I saw Jill leading a group of people filling water bottles with paint, Marissa handwriting invitations to the show, and Oliver leading a crew to ensure that the Sully doll could drop, hopefully at the appropriate time. All of this was happening without any prompting from any of us. This award truly is for you guys, the students and the backbones of this program. This would not have happened without every single one of you. Every single one of you contributed to this musical, whether it was painting bubbles, creating sound foley, or blocking dance numbers. This show and ultimately the department is what it is because of you.
The directing team was also enormous this year, but in the best possible way. We were thrilled to have the opportunity to collaborate with the entire art, choir, band, and dance departments. Working together made one of the best musical experiences to date. Our team extends our thanks to our supportive campus administrators, Ms. Russo, and the entire CHS administration team. We also would like to thank Ms. Kim Bland, David Wright, Missy Arnold, and the entire Fine Arts Department, who continuously advocated and support and celebrate the arts wholeheartedly. Rounding out the team, we would also like to thank our wonderful boosters and parents, the true magic behind the scenes. And thank you to everyone, and to everyone who is in our little corner of the world. Thank you for being so supportive. We appreciate it.
All right. I don't know. I just thought about this. Mr. Merchant won a Kelley a second ago, and he won one as a student at the first one. And I think he's the first person to get one as a student and as a director. So that's pretty cool. So a round of applause to Mr. Merchant. Let it die down naturally. There we go. All right. Next, I get to introduce the cast of Matilda. Matilda follows Matilda Wormwood, a bright little girl who's immersed herself in books. Matilda is discarded and belittled by her dim-witted parents. Her father insists on calling her a boy and harps on her stupidity for preferring to read rather than watching the telly. And her hostile headmistress and the outrageous, wicked Mrs. Trunchbull, reclusive but ever-growing imagination, a sharp mind, and a caring protector in her teacher, Miss Honey, Matilda dreams of a better life, daring to take a stand against unjust forces and to grasp her destiny in her own tiny hands.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. Revolting children, revolting hearts, revolting hearts, revolting children, still all revolting sons, and we'll have revolting, we're revolting. We are
revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs.
We sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sons, and we'll have joys for revolting, we're revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N, revolting time! U-S-I-N-D, U-S-I-N-D,
Congratulations to Timber Creek on a fantastic performance. Yeah. You know, tonight would not have been possible without several amazing individuals, including our Fine Arts Director, Kim Bland, Assistant Director, David Wright, Curriculum Coordinator, Missy Arnold, Fine Arts Specialist, Shelby Jones, Administrative Assistant, Kimberly Kimball, and Accountant, Brandy Ryder. Yeah, let's give it up. And thank you to our official sponsor, A&M Designs, for graciously sponsoring tonight's event.
The next award will be for the Best Actor in a Leading Role. And the nominees are Brendan Sullenberger as Patrick Star, The SpongeBob Musical.
Frank Vilvalzo as Buddy Elf the Musical.
Ethan Hyatt as Trunchbull Matilda.
Landry Barker as SpongeBob SquarePants, the SpongeBob Musical.
Griffin Hoke as Emmett Forrest, Legally Blonde.
And the Kelley goes to
Landry Barker.
I cannot begin to express what I feel right now. Thank you to the Kelley adjudicators, my family, my mom, my dad, my sister Brinley, who's doing so much better than me when I was younger. Thank you to Dalen. I want to thank my friends, the other nominees, Ethan, Frank, and Griffin. You guys are amazing. You should be very proud of what you put on. And that's what theater's about, is telling stories. And, you know, I can't do the musical without Sully. I mean... I'd also like to thank to my wonderful directors, DeVito, Merchant, Gomez, and Unro, the wonderful cast and crew, and everyone who pitched in to blow a balloon or staple tinsel. This was a monster of a show, and I'm beyond lucky to have an opportunity for 5 nights to make someone smile or laugh. As silly and weird as SpongeBob the Musical sounds, playing a non-stop happy sponge has brought so much positivity into my life, and to share that as an artist is the greatest feeling of it all, to give the crazy in all of us a chance to shine. Thank you again.
Sorry, Timber Creek stole the microphone.
Next award is for the Best Actress in a Leading Role. And the nominees are Anna Walter as Jovi, Elf the Musical. Bella Obot as Sandy Cheeks, the SpongeBob Musical. Naya Adler as Matilda in Matilda. Nora Connor as Elle Woods, Legally Blonde. And the Kelley goes to Naya Adler!
I'm so delighted to have received this award. I remember little freshman me sitting in the audience and yearning to one day be at this podium. And here I am. I want to thank the cast and crew for putting so much hard work into this show, my family for always believing in me, my friends for being my inspiration, and of course, my directors for making all of this possible. Without them, I would not be up here right now. As we grow, specific memories tend to stick with us, such as Mr. Morse making me a little platform under the tables so I no longer have to crawl at the beginning of the shows. Or Mr. Elms trusting me with the most integral part of the show, his very own superglue. Or Mr. Robertson teaching me how to have fun and that I can in fact smile even when I'm stressing about perfecting the blocking. It is called, as he would say, acting. And of course, Miss Brundrett for giving me this opportunity and trusting me to capture her vision for the character Matilda. Throughout my time in this show, Matilda has instilled in my mind that even if you're little, you can do a lot. Thank you.
The next award would be. The next award is the Triple Threat Award for excellence in acting, singing, and dancing.
And the nominees are
Addison Rudd as Margaret, Legally Blonde. Audrey Lyles as Karen the Computer, the SpongeBob musical. Frank Villavazzo as Buddy Elf the musical. Landry Baker as SpongeBob SquarePants. Claire as Bruce Matilda. Maddie Hunt as Mrs. Wormwood Matilda. And the Kelley goes to
Claire. Claire as Bruce.
Cheered me on, my friends who hyped me up when I thought I couldn't sing the notes, my directors who pushed me to grow. I never grew in height, but I grew as an actor and as a human being. Small little freshman me who cried at her first auditions would be so proud to hear what's ahead of her. Thank you to everyone who has been by my side on this journey. It's been a real pleasure. To all my fellow nominees, you are all truly the most talented people I know and that I've seen watch over these last 4 years. It's been an honor to have my name alongside of all of yours. Yeah, thank you so much.
And now for the final award of the night. The Kelley Award for Best Musical. And the nominees are Legally Blonde, Keller High School.
Matilda, Timber Creek High School.
The SpongeBob Musical, Central High School. Elf the Musical, Fossil Ridge High School. And the Kelley Award goes to...
The SpongeBob Musical!
Webster defines commitment as the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity. And if there is one word that sums up SpongeBob Musical, that word is commitment. From a cast who immediately took on the voices and hair color of their characters, an amazing group of technicians who continuously built and rebuilt props and costumes, to directors who practically lived at the school, making everything just a little bit better, to a fine arts department that made set pieces and learned and taught music, to parents who gave hours of time and effort providing meals and labor. SpongeBob was truly a team effort born from everyone's commitment to making it the best musical ever. We want to thank Ms. Russo, Ms. Morgan, and the whole CHS administration, as well as the CHS and Keller ISD custodial and maintenance staff for giving us the space to create our art. We want to thank Kim Bland and the Keller ISD Fine Arts Department for supporting us in our passion for theater. We want to thank our sister schools for their endless support, wisdom, inspiration, and barrels. We want to thank our parents who drove us to and from rehearsals, provided meals and snacks, created an awesome jellyfish field, and basically took on any work that was needed. And we want to thank our directors who poured everything they had into us and gave us an experience we will never forget. Today is the best day ever with all of you.
Let's give one more round of applause to Central High School. All right. At the conclusion of tonight's Kelley Awards, we'd like to ask all the individual category winners to come up on stage afterwards for some photos. Congratulations to all the nominees this evening. Oh, it's been a long year, guys. To all the nominees this evening, and to each school for such inspiring performances, and a special thank you to Keller, Timber Creek, Fossil Ridge, and Central Theater Booster Club and their parents, and all the parents for your continued support of all of us. We could not do this without you. Let's give a huge round of applause to all of our Booster Club. Thanks again to our fabulous judges, our student presenters. Let's get a huge round of applause for those student presenters. And their teachers who are doing the Lord's work by teaching them. Keller Trophy, Sodexo, the hardworking staff of the Keller ISD Fine Arts Department, and a very special thank you to our red carpet sponsors this evening, AM Designs. And now, to conclude this year's Kelley Awards, please welcome the students from all 4 high schools performing a special closing number.
Thank you.
Once upon a time,
there were 4 unlikely heroes.
A sorority girl turned Harvard law student.
A fully grown human who was raised by Christmas elves.
a kindergartner with a penchant for getting into trouble.
And just a simple sponge.
Our group of misfits were constantly faced with adversity.
They were told over and over that they were not capable.
Not smart enough.
Not mature enough.
Not manager material enough.
Not serious enough.
Yet we watched them fight to achieve so many things that these people thought were impossible.
Climb a volcano, stop it from erupting, and save an entire town? Unachievable.
Be taken seriously as a woman in a traditionally male profession and smash the patriarchy?
Lead a revolution of school children to overthrow an evil principle? Unimaginable.
Leave the North Pole, walk through the Lincoln Tunnel, meet your dad, fall in love, fix Santa's sleigh, and save Christmas? Unlikely.
Our unlikely heroes were constantly being told they were not enough. They were
too blonde,
or too weird,
or too different,
or too jolly.
In the face of all of this doubt, our heroes were able to find success.
not in spite of who they were,
but because of it.
Because all of these characteristics made them the exact right person to be the hero of their story.
In fact, not only were they the exact right person, but you are the perfect person, perfectly placed to play the leading character in your life.
To be the hero.
To save the day.
To walk through the Lincoln Tunnel.
To achieve anything you could possibly dream of.
Not despite of your grades.
Or your skin color.
Your gender.
Who you love.
Your height.
Your shape. The music you listen to.
Who your friends are.
Or what school you go to.
You are the hero in your life.
Not in spite of the person you are.
But because of it.
Lived it by the book.
Now I know that's not my story.
Now take me as I am.
Love me as I am.
Standing here in all my glory. I am sweetness, I am naughty.
I'm a warrior, I'm a hottie.
I'm a mess of contradictions in a dress. We love reading,
Working harder.
'cause we're women and we're smarter. This is our story.
You spread never cheer. You rock those pair of tights. You like yourself saved Christmas for us.
You tell a lot of jokes, inspire all your friends, and also you're absorbent and yellow and porous. They can spite us, they can hate us, they can fight us, underrate us. We have bold and brand new stories to be told. We will write them, we will sell them, you will hear them, you will tell them. This is our story. And that is how our little elf made it through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest, through the sea of swirly, twirly gumdrops, and through the Lincoln Tunnel to meet his dad, fall in love,
and a revolution
save
of all
Christmas,
the
and then what makes us special?
What makes us special
makes us strong.
We are weirdos. We are cruisers. We are
Sparkle, jolly, twinkle, jingly.
Raise our voices. We'll get braver.
We are super sea star savior. Elves!
Different and united. You are us, and we are you.
This is our story. This is our story.